on this video. Today we're talking about the Sony Fx3 and testing out the stabilization of this camera. So what do I mean by that? We're going to test out standard stabilization, active stabilization, and then we're going to test out the catalyst browse. But while we're doing that, we're going to use two different lenses. We're going to use a 24mm lens that is on the 17 to 28mm Tamron. And then we're going to use a Viltrox 85mm lens for the telephoto end. So also to let you know, we're going to be testing it out by doing it handheld, using a gimbal, and then as you see behind me, we're going to build the camera out as cinema camera, rails and monitor, all the things you see on the camera now. We're going to use that to get a better stabilized shot at the end of the video. So stay tuned, watch all of it, please hit the like button, and I hope you enjoy this video. If you're thinking about buying the Sony Fx3, stop waiting around, buy the camera. Let's get into it. So I'm jumping in here real quick before you see this next clip to let you know that beforehand, and you'll see it in the video that you're about to see, I only had this handle on here, not my top handle. And I realized real quick as I was trying to do my testing, most cinema cameras have a top handle, Brian. So I went and put my audio top handle on there. The one thing is, guys, is I just don't like adding a lot of weight to it because as you can tell, I've already broken it once and I had to fix it. And it was a nightmare to fix. But on to the next clip. Okay guys, thank you for watching the video up to this point. I really do appreciate it. As you can tell in the beginning of this video, the shots were pretty shaky, and that comes from just like literally hand-holding the camera and holding it down by my waist and trying to hold it as still as possible and doing the ninja walk. Now, as you've seen the gimbal shots, you've seen that it was a lot better. But here, now, the last testing that we are going to do is with the cinema camera setup. Now, mine is not the prettiest. I know that. I am working on my setup. But this is the way I feel like I like it. So we have a battery bank back here. We have us a handle here with some NATO rail stuff up here. And this is the tilted cage and for the FX3, and I really love it. We have some rails down here, the base plate off of the DJI RSC2, and this is the way I like my setup. Now I know a lot of people are going to say, but man, you don't have a top handle. Well, yeah, that's fine. I'm just looking for the right top handle, and literally I think I'm about to switch up my whole setup to Condor Blue. I really like their cage for this camera, and how easy it is. If you see their system, you can just literally slide it out of the cage, and I really like that about Condor Blue. But anyway, back to the stabilization. As we all know, as you add more weight to the camera, you're going to have more stability. So that's why I saved this test for last, and it is going to be what you see here. It's pretty a minimalist setup for a cinema camera rig. I would really love to have a V-mount battery, better than this power bank, but this power bank works great. You know, you plug it into your port and it works great. It charges and it does just fine. Like I said, I'm going to switch it all over to Condor Blue, and it's going to be lovely. Guys, I hope that you're enjoying this video, and let's test this thing out. We're going to start off with the 24mm first, and then we're going to switch over to the 85mm. What is up, guys? Welcome to the end of this video. Thank you for staying this long, if you did stay this long. Right here, I just wanted to throw in some of my thoughts, what I thought about making this video, why I made this video, and it's pretty simple. I wanted to make this video to show what this camera is capable of, what I'm capable of with this camera as far as like the stabilization. And I will say this, that this camera is probably way better off in someone else's hands that has a lot more experience, and especially someone that has a lot more experience with the Ninja Walk. As you've seen in some of the earlier footage and most of the footage, some of it's pretty shaky. Holding a camera by itself with no cage on it, no nothing, and trying to do the Ninja Walk and only having like regular stabilization on it is very difficult, as you've seen. Now, once you turn active stabilization on, it definitely gets better, and then in Catalyst Browse, you pretty much can have it like locked off like a gimbal, and it is pretty awesome. Now, I want to say that when you're using a gimbal, sometimes like if you try to use active stabilization with the gimbal, especially like on an 85mm lens, you can see that in the footage that they do not compare. They don't like each other, you know what I mean? So it kind of like makes the footage kind of like shaking. It's like a jerk, really, and it doesn't work. And even trying to add warp stabilization on it, it still kind of doesn't really work. Now, using a gimbal is definitely your best bet. And I say Catalyst Browse is pretty much right there with it. Now, with Catalyst Browse, you have to up your shutter speed to, combat the motion blur, if I'm saying that right. Yeah, that's right. What that means is, like, if you know there's going to be a lot more motion blur, then you probably want to crank it on up. From videos that I've watched, they talk about move it up to 200 or 400, depending on how much motion blur there's going to be. But also with Catalyst Browse, you need to think about that the more that the program has to stabilize the footage, the more that possibly it's going to crop in. So say you're shooting on a 24mm and you got your waist to your head, and you're trying to stabilize that shot. So after Catalyst Browse gets done with it, really it's going to be like from chest to head. You see what I'm saying? It can vary. Sometimes it does it very little, and sometimes it does it a lot. I'm still playing around with it. I'm not the best at it, and that's what this is all about. My YouTube channel is about me, y'all watching me learn how to do things and get better. Hopefully within the next year, I'm really rocking at this thing and becoming a way better filmmaker. I noticed one thing that I've got to get out and practice more. Practice makes perfect, and that's for anybody. One thing I can say about this filmmaking thing and photography and YouTube is that it's not going to happen overnight. If you're not willing to put in the time and the effort, it is not going to happen. In my first, I would say, year of making YouTube videos, I would pretty much just go outside and think of some idea and like try to capture it all and then slam it into an edit and throw it out there. And you literally can see that if you go back and watch my YouTube videos. Now, I'll leave them up there so people can see that I've gotten better, or that I can see, or I can go back and see that I've gotten better. And what's funny about this is, even just the other day, me and my son Corbin had this conversation. He just kind of said, Dad, when you first started YouTube, I really didn't think you was ever going to really make it, because your videos just wasn't that good. And we both laughed and stuff, but he said that, Dad, I really can tell that you are getting better, and I think there is a possibility that you're going to make it. And that really kind of like melted my heart. It made me feel good, and gave me positive energy to keep on going. Guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, guys. That really does help a creator, and hitting the like button. It helps so much. But guys, thank you for watching this video. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.